you ready for some football?
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to episode 3 of Flight Club Football, where the first rule of Flight Club is talk about Flight Club. Guys, real quick, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button for us, as it really does help out the channel, and it lets YouTube know that you'd like to see more of our videos. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you do, hit that bell, turn on all notifications so that you never miss anything we have going on. Cool. Chris,
We're good.
it's week 1, brother.
What's up, brother? What's going on, man?
We're
here.
1.
We are here.
We did it. We're
Yes.
here. I am so freaking excited. Guys, before we get started, I told him it was going to happen, so it's going to happen. I have to give a shout out to my co-host, Chris, right here, man. He has been an absolute workhorse today. He has done his show, Lift Off Jets. He's done his other show, NYMOB Talk with Rob Maraska. Now he's doing our other show, Flight Club Football. Man, kudos to you, brother. You're a freaking soldier. Guys, if you haven't already, by the way, make sure to go check out those other shows. If you're a Jets fanatic, go check out Lift Off. If you're a Yankees, Mets fan, overall baseball fan, go check out NYMOB Talk. Okay, we got all that out of the way.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Let's talk football, man.
Yes, sir.
Dude, it's week 1, man. I'm so psyched.
Yes, me too. So let's start off real quick. I'm going to fix a flub that I had last week. So back to Shiloh Sanders, everybody. He did not get ejected for getting into it with a defensive tackle, because that would be impossible. Shiloh is on defense. He got into it with a tight end from the Buffalo Bills, got ejected, got basically removed from the league. Chris, not only that, he hasn't been picked up by another team, and he's been fined almost $5,000.
If getting cut wasn't enough, they had to slap on oh, by the way, you owe us $5,000. You know, like, thanks
Right.
to nothing, but you owe us $5,000. So yeah, that's horrible, man. I feel bad. Listen, thank God he's a Sanders, and you know he's okay financially, but that's a pretty big slap in the face, man. You get cut, and then you got to pay $5,000. So he probably made nothing.
No.
You know, whatever it was. I'm sure it was nothing anyway. But
No.
yeah, that stinks.
It's horrible. Like you know, you barely played, and now you owe a league money that you barely played for. Your rookie year is non-existent, and no one has decided to give you a second chance. Like, again, it's like I said before, man, it goes to show, like, one bad decision, and look where it got him. Like, my goodness.
Yeah,
I agree with you 100%. The fine was very unnecessary.
yeah.
But,
hey, listen, maybe he could get, you know, hooked up with the CFL, you know, playing Canada, you know, maybe refine his game up there, and then, you know, some of the NFL will see him, and then he'll come back down. But, you know, it stinks. It really does, you know, especially knowing that, you know, your dad is, you know, one of the greatest cornerbacks to ever live, if not the greatest. But hey, his brother's still on a team. He made Cleveland as the 3rd string quarterback. So
You did.
at least one of them made it out of the 2.
Right. And we will talk more about Shador here in a bit. Now, let's get to the big story that has been going around. The Micah Parsons drama. Is it really over? Yes, because he has found a new home. He has been signed by the Green Bay Packers. But it doesn't come without a cost, Chris. He has been playing or he's been nursing an injury here as of late, and he is listed as uncertain to play for week 1. So who do you think really won here? Did the Cowboys win because they knew that there was an injury going on and they were like, look, we're trying to Jerry Jones went on record to say we need to stop the run.
Right.
Okay. So you get rid of Micah Parsons. You may or may not know that he's dealing with an injury. Or did Green Bay win? Did Green Bay win this trade deal? They got what is easily considered a star young stud edge rush. I don't know. For me, it's 50-50 here. What do you think?
Yeah. Listen, I think on both sides, if it works out, yeah, they both won. I'm sure that he had to do a physical and all that before this trade went down, right? So
sure.
Green Bay knew what they were getting. So obviously they don't think it's that big of a deal. This back issue, maybe it's a week thing, maybe it's a 2-week thing, but listen, when he's healthy, yeah, he's one of the best edge rushers in the NFL. He may not be great against the run, but we know what he could do against, rushing the passer. So I think Green Bay was in a great spot to do it because they're ready to win, right? They're there, but they needed more pass rushing, right? That was one of their weaknesses last year. They didn't have a great pass rush. So I think this is going to help them as well. Now Dallas, listen, I didn't like it at first trading a young, superstar edge rusher. Obviously, I don't like that idea, but maybe Dallas kind of looked in the mirror and said, you know what? We ain't that good. Even if we have Parsons, we're not that good. Right? Like neither one of us had them making the playoffs. I don't think anybody had them making the playoffs. No. So I think Dallas was like, okay, you know what? Let's trade him. Let's get what we can for him. I mean, they only got 2 first-round picks and a player. But to me, the biggest mistake that Dallas made was trading him a week before the season started. What they should have did was trade him before the draft, right? During free agency, when teams have cap space, when they have holes to fill, you know what I'm saying? When they have needs, then you would have got a much better package in a trade for Micah Parsons, without a doubt. And you would have got picks to help you out this year, not in next year or the year after, So I think you would have sold it to the fans better. You would have had more teams looking for him in a trade, because now you're kind of limited, right? Because not many teams have enough cap space to fit $45 million in, right? So, right. So that was my only problem with Dallas. You trade him. Okay, if that's what you want to do it at the right time. Now you're only getting 2 first-round picks for the next 2 years, one for next year, one for the year after, and a player, Kenny Clark. That's great, but should have done better. But they have to hit on those picks. If they don't hit on those picks, then you can say they lost.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. Like you hit the nail on the head. This is a team that is absolutely ready to win. Jordan Love has come in there. He is, I wouldn't say he's replaced Aaron Rodgers in the, hey, yo, what's up, Joe? I wouldn't say he's replaced Aaron Rodgers' talent in Aaron Rodgers' prime, but he looks good, and he looks good when it matters. Trading their star edge rush to a serious competitive team.
Yeah.
This could be the snake bite, and I don't know about you. It may be unprofessional, but hey, this is, we ain't on ESPN. I refuse to, at this point, call the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to refer to them as the Dallas Jerry Jones, because it is what it is. This is his team, and he has let everybody know it. And this ship is absolutely going to sink or float. And I think we already know which way it's headed because of him. They They absolutely need to get an owner in there who just wants to own the team. Give the responsibility of managing your team to your head coach. Let your guys, let the guys that, whose paychecks you sign take care of your team, because you have been drowning this team season after season after season. In my opinion, I think they should have gotten rid of Dak a while ago.
Right.
I mean, yeah, he's maybe he gives you the best shot for you guys right now, but let me put it to you this way. If Dak doesn't perform this year, do you think they use one of those picks to draft a quarterback next year, Chris?
It's possible. Listen, if they really stink this year, they're going to have a high draft pick. Like Green Bay's pick, the pick they're getting from Green Bay is going to be probably low, right?
Sure.
You would think Green Bay should be a pretty good team this year, should be a playoff team. They should go deep, whatever. So yeah, but the pick that Dallas gets, yeah. I mean, how many wins do you think they're going to win this year? 5, 6, maybe?
Ooh,
7?
I would hope maybe 7 or 8. Like if they're only winning 5 games.
Right. It's possible though, right? It's possible. Like
it is.
If they do have that bad of a season, they'll have a top 10 pick, right? They'll be in position to, or at least maybe even move up, because now they got extra picks, right? So they could move up too. So it's a possibility. I think Dak has a couple more years left on his contract, so that might play into it too. But yeah, it wouldn't shock me. It's Jerry Jones, so anything is possible. But yeah, I mean, but listen, I think Green Bay was smart. Get aggressive, make it happen. You got a team that could win right now. You add this guy to it. Now they're up there with Philly and the Rams, maybe for the NFC. For the best team in the NFC. So good on them.
Totally agree. I think the sentiment here is good on you, Green Bay and Dallas. We feel for you. That's all we can. That's all we can do. Yeah, the fan. Right.
Exactly.
Okay, let's move it on. Now, Chris, we saw a top 10. Well, actually, it was a top 100 list, but we ain't got that kind of time. So we're gonna go. We're gonna go over the top 10. I don't know. I had a couple problems with this list. About the first couple spots here. Okay, so number 1, we got Saquon Barkley. I understand. I get it. Had an amazing year. Totally could have been the league MVP. Could have been, but he's not. That guy is currently sitting in the 3rd spot. Okay. So here's what I would do. My question is number 1, why is his teammate not in that number 1 spot? Why is Jalen Hurts not the top 100 number 1 player? He was a Super Bowl MVP.
Right.
And come on. You're not, I don't think you're making it all the way without Jalen.
Yeah, but you're also not making it without Saquon. And just looking at this list, I wouldn't put Jalen over Burrow, Mahomes, or Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
I would put him in the mix, but I wouldn't put him over any of those guys.
Well, he's not even on the list.
Right. Well, like top 10, right. I don't know where he ended up.
Right. He's not top 10, which again, a Super Bowl MVP has to count for something.
Yeah. That's why I'm not a big list guy, because how do you okay, Lamar, Josh Allen, like you said, won the MVP, right?
Yes.
For the season. So if anything, he should be number 1. But you said Saquon could have won the MVP. He had a great season, 2,000 yards.
Had a great shot.
I don't know how you rank who's better than the other, right? That's my thing. I just don't know, because how do you rank them higher than a defensive player? Defensive players, right? I mean, how do you Myles Garrett could be the best player in the league. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. I mean,
it's hard enough to put them in position top 10s. You know what I mean? A top 10 quarterback. this is going to be, that's your top four, right?
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. That's your top four. After that, then I would put Jalen Hurts 5.
Yeah.
But then after that, it gets kind of cloudy. Like, who are you putting, So I don't know. I'm not a big list guy. That's why when these come out, I'm like, oh, okay. But it is done by the players. So
it's just like I said, to me, it seemed a little funny. Like,
yeah.
Let's not forget too, Josh Allen's MVP came with a lot of controversy. There was a lot of people who were like, no,
right.
Lamar deserved that third MVP. And I'm not just saying it because he's my quarterback, but the stats proved it. The plays proved it. I love Josh Allen, and we've had this conversation. I am a big Josh Allen fan, but I have to agree with you here. Like, the list to me, it seems a little wonky.
Yeah, it's just hard. I don't know. When you mix, especially when you mix in offense and defense guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard to make top players. Like, all right, Saquon, yeah. Running back wise, yeah, I would put him number 1, but am I putting him over a quarterback? I don't know. That's my point. I don't know. These lists are really tough to do. So I think it's more just for TV, more for like, the NFL puts this out. That's great. The players voted on it. I think it's awesome for TV, but I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense when I look at it. I'm like, all right, but.
Well, I guess it remains to be seen. I mean, I don't know. Like, you can't, and two, it says top players of 2025. Like, the season hasn't even started yet. So, I mean, like, it remains to be seen who the standout's going to be. Like, I don't know. I just think it's silly all around.
And I think Saquon last year was like 83rd.
Yeah. Right.
So the same people that voted on him that he was the 83rd best player now said that he's the best player in the NFL.
In the league. Right.
So I don't know. That's why I don't know. It's good for TV, but to me, to me, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Give me ones by position, and I think it's a little better, but
I hear you.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
I hear you. All right, guys. Well, without further ado, we're going to move on to the main attraction here. As we have stated, it is week 1. So with that, we are going to give you our week 1 predictions. Chris, oh man, I'm so excited.
All right, before we get to the game, before we get to the picks, right? Mention our group picks in case anybody wants to join it.
Boom, right there. Yes. By the way, guys, you still have time. Season doesn't start until Thursday. So if you would like to join our pig league, as you can see, it's not for money. It's not for anything like that. It's for bragging rights purely. Just a bunch of football fans getting together, having a good time. As you can see, we got a nice little crew lined up there. That your name could be on that list. If you want to join FCF Picks group, the group ID number is 25988, and the password is first down. Join the pick league, make your picks before Thursday, get them in there, pick for week 1. We would love to have you.
Definitely. I'll put that up, on our way out of the show too. We'll make one more announcement, after our picks to join as well. So in case you missed it, but yeah, we got to get into our picks, man. Cause listen, when you looked at a lot of these games, there were a lot of divisional games, a lot of divisional matchups, and a lot of, really good matchups. There's not many ones that you just kind of look at and go, oh, there you go. That's an easy one. There was a lot of, deciding on some of these picks. So I'm looking forward to see what you got.
Alrighty. All right. So without further ado, let's kick this off.
Let's go.
Kicking off week 1, kicking off the 2025 season, the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Jerry Jones. I'm sorry, to me, it'll never not be funny.
That's all right.
I am absolutely going with the Super Bowl defending champions for more than one I don't even think I have to explain,
No.
given all the Dallas talk that we did at the top of the show. But Dallas is in a mess right now. They're in a total mess. I think it goes without saying, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, these two guys are going to have monster games right now. Like I said, you already know Dallas has lost Micah Parsons. They're hurting at that position right now. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Saquon. They couldn't stop Saquon with Micah.
Right.
Imagine what's going to happen to him without him. So I think it's a very easy choice. I'm going with the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm with you too, man. They're going to be raising the banner, the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Super Bowl banner. The crowd's going to be going nuts. Yeah. Listen, in Philly, this is Dallas week. On top of being opening day, I can't imagine how loud it's going to be Thursday night in Philly at the Link. So,
my goodness.
Yeah, I think Philly wins. They probably win by a couple of scores.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we have a very interesting game.
Friday night game, no less, right?
Right. Go ahead. Tell them about it, Chris.
I think it's on YouTube as well, right? I think
yes.
That's where we're catching it this week.
Yep.
So it's Friday night in Brazil.
In Brazil.
Defending AFC champion Chiefs against the Chargers. That's a great matchup, man. First week, right out of the box, man. This is a great matchup because a lot of people have been talking about the Chargers like, hey, you know what? Harbaugh, his second year usually gets this team going, the third year. So what are your thoughts on this one?
I mean, let's not forget, Harbaugh has been to the dance. He knows what it's like to lead a team all the way. But regardless of the location, Kansas City has that in them to just win that first game of the season. Now I do think that location and jet lag and all that stuff could play a part, but Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce is Travis Kelce. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. Blah 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 blah. I think it's going to be a great game, but I have to go with KC.
You know what? You took the words right out of my mouth, man. Kansas, it's going to be a great game, and I think the Chargers are going to be a playoff team this year. I think they're going to be a problem in the playoffs. But you know what? They lost their big time tackle there, Rashawn Slater.
Yep.
I think that's going to be a big one, a big loss for them. And like you said, man, Mahomes is Mahomes, and the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Last year, they didn't even have their best season, and they still went 15-2. And they went to the Super Bowl, and they didn't even have their best season, right? Joe's got the Eagles beating the Joneses. And I have Jets. Yes, I'm with you.
The Jets lag.
But yeah, I'm with you on the Chiefs, man. Yeah, I think the Chiefs, tough game. It's going to be really close, But yeah, I'm with you with the Chiefs as well.
Fair enough. All right, moving on. Next game, Tampa Bay versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Tampa Bay. Oh, here we go. Okay.
There we go. Tampa Bay versus the Atlanta Falcons. All right. So as we said, Tampa Bay is the team to beat in the South right now. I don't know. This one was kind of hard for me. I think that with Baker Mayfield being the more, tenured quarterback at this point, I won't say this game is going to be easy, but I think Tampa Bay picks up its first win in this one. I'm resting that solely on Baker. I think Baker has a good game this game.
Yeah, I think Tampa's the right pick here, but for some reason, I'm going to go with Atlanta being at home. And last year they lost so many close games. I think they lost 5 or 6 games by less than a touchdown. A lot of their games were close. I just think they're right there. They added some pieces to the defense. I think their defense is going to be a lot better. I don't know. And crazy things happen on opening week. You know what I mean?
Sure.
For some reason, we see it all the time. Joe had the Chiefs, and Joe's got the Bucks. Okay. I think that's the smart play. I don't know. I just have this feeling Atlanta's going to win on a late field goal. It's going to be one of those games, and I don't know. Crazy things happen week one. I always say that. There's always that one or two games that you see, and you're like, wow, I didn't see that one coming. And that's what's going to happen here. I think that's going to be more an upset, little upset.
Okay, fair enough. All right, next game, division game, right off the bat, the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Cleveland. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Like we said, Cleveland doing Cleveland
stuff.
Stuff this is. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like this is a game that we really don't have to talk about, but I'm going to. Cincinnati should have no problem here. I think that Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Higgins and all those guys are going to light Cleveland up. Again, Cleveland's best shot right now is lying in Myles Garrett. And again, as we've said before, God bless that guy. That guy is the epitome of loyalty to a team.
Yeah.
Because he should have been gone years ago, but good on you for sticking and staying. All that out of the way. Yeah, I think Cincinnati takes this one in you know what? I'm gonna go with a blowout.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think I could see it happening too, because listen, Cleveland is Cleveland. Their defense is gonna keep them in a game for so long, right? And then eventually they're gonna crack. So it might be close early on, but I think as the second half goes on, I think that's when Cincy's gonna put the pedal to the metal with their offense, right? Cincy, we know Joe Burrow is going to put up points this year. So yeah, I'm going with Cincy too. Pretty big too.
Awesome. All right. Next game, we got Indianapolis versus Miami. What do you think, Chris?
You know what? Both teams, I got like a weird feeling for both teams. Like you think Indy might be the better team, but I feel like they're kind of lost at quarterback. They're starting Danny Dimes now. Just really inconsistent player for his career. Joe D's got the Colts. Joe Dell's got the Colts. I'm going to disagree. I just think Miami. I don't think Miami's going to be that good. But in this game right here, they're inside. They're on the turf. That's the type of game that Miami likes, right? They're a fast team. Right. They got Hill at wide receiver and all that. But
right.
I think I'm going to go with Miami just because I just don't trust Indianapolis. I just don't trust them. So I'm going to go Miami here.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Like you said, you hit the nail on the head. The Colts are having and I feel like a lot of these teams this year are having an identity crisis at quarterback. Again, God bless another guy in Tua. I'm doing it right now, Chris. God, get this man through the season, please.
Right. No concussions, please.
No. Don't. Put a damn mini helmet or mini pillow behind his helmet or something.
Yeah, something.
But yeah, I think I have to go with experience here. Like I said, I would take the veteran QB all day, every day. And like you said, he's still got Cheetah. He's still got Tyreek Hill. In this game, I agree with you. I'm going with Miami.
Yeah, I trust me. I don't like Miami that much this season, so no. I don't think they're a playoff team. But I think in this game, yeah, this is the game they'll win.
Absolutely. All right, up next, New England Patriots versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Hey,
yeah, it is a tough game too, man. This is a really tough game to pick because.
I think it's a tough game to watch.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, you don't know what these teams are yet, right? Because the Raiders, if you go by last year, yeah, I wouldn't pick them. But now you got Pete Carroll back as head coach there. You got Geno Smith at quarterback. So you got more stability on that team. They drafted Genty, that really good running back. in the draft. And the Patriots, I just don't know what they are yet. Right? They should be better coaching. Derek, they got Drake May in his second year. He should be better. But until I see it, I just don't know. So I'm going to go with a little bit more of the veterans with the Raiders in this game.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like this game was hard to pick. And I'm sorry, y'all. Again, I'm not trying to crutch. I just have to agree with him. We don't know what either team is going to be right now. We have no clue. Until proven otherwise, given the track record, as much as it kills me, I went with the Patriots.
Yeah.
So
okay, yeah. Hey, listen, they're home, so they might. Yeah,
and they got home field advantage too, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to give them in that sense the home field, right? So, I was going back and forth in this game. Trust me, I don't feel confident at all about the Raiders. I figured, all right, I'll go with the quarterback versus quarterback, and Geno. I'll trust Geno a little bit more than May, just because I don't know what May is yet. Maybe he's better this year. He might go on a great run. I don't know, but until I see it, I don't know. That's why week 1 is tough sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. All right, up next, another game that I kind of, we got the Arizona Cardinals versus the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Arizona should have absolutely no issues winning this game. It has been predicted that New Orleans is going to be the absolute worst team in the league this year. And that's saying a lot, coming behind teams like the Carolina Panthers, the Jacksonville Jaguars,
Tennessee.
So I don't think much needs to be said. If Arizona doesn't win, something is wrong with the water out there. So I'm going with Arizona.
Yeah, no, me too. There's no way I was picking New Orleans in this one, man. I'm staying away from picking New Orleans. I think at all this season. I don't think I'm picking New Orleans once this season. So yeah, Arizona. I don't trust. I don't know. Like, I think Arizona is going to be a better team, but I don't know.
Right. I will not.
I will not. That's great. I will not.
That's all I got to say about it.
There you go.
Okay, so yeah, we're in total agreement here. Arizona get the job done. I feel like this is what would be described as your tune-up game. You're going at oh, okay. Sorry, Saints fans. I'm going to put it to you this way. I feel like this is a 4th preseason game for Arizona.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That is pretty bad.
It's very bad. But it is what it is. Okay. Next game. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the New York Jets. Chris, hold on now. Hold on. I am actually excited for this game. I'm excited. Well, I'm excited for this game because you got two guys who have swapped teams here. And again, I have gone on record to say that I think that Justin Fields could be the franchise QB for the Jets. I really do. And imagine if this man knocks off Aaron Rodgers in his first game as a Jet. That being said, though, and everybody's going to go, wait, what? You just gassed this man up? Yes, I did. But I gotta pull the Uno reverse on you guys.
That's all right.
As much as it kills me to do it, and you all know it, I have to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers here. I just for team reasons, there's still names that are hanging around the Steelers that are going to cause an issue. But let it be known, I want the Jets to upset them very, very much.
I'm sure you do.
Yes. Chris, I got
just
to get your thoughts, man.
Yeah, I just think, man, it should be a low scoring game because neither team, I think, is offensively, is an offensive juggernaut by any stretch, right? Like
Yeah.
we've seen Aaron Rodgers, we've seen how he played last year. He's just slow. He's old. He had his moments, but he had more bad moments than good moments last year. And I think the Jets are going to try to control the game with the running game, right? They're just going to run the ball as much as they can.
Sure.
Try to control the game, just pounding the rock basically. And you know what? The Jets defense is going to be so much more aggressive than it's been in recent years. Like they're going to play more man. They're going to blitz more. So you're going to see a totally different Jet defense. Like last few years, they played a lot of zone. You didn't see a lot of blitzing. It's going to be the total opposite. And I think that's going to get Rodgers moving, and he doesn't move too well. So I think, they're going to get to him a lot. I think it's going to be a low scoring, tight game. Jets probably win like 19-17, something like that. An ugly, not the prettiest game to watch, but I think the Jets are going to win just by a little bit because their schedule is tough these next few games. And out of the next few games, we kind of brought this up earlier, but out of the next few games, like this is their most winnable game. And Pittsburgh's a good team, right? Pittsburgh's a playoff team. They're not a bad team, but they're the most winnable out of these next few. So I think you got to go with I'm hoping the Jets win because if not, they might be in for a really bad start. So I'm going to say Jets win like 19-17.
Okay.
One of those low scoring, ugly games.
I can live with that. I can live with it. All right. Let's move on. Next game, Washington Commanders versus the New York Giants. What do you think, Chris?
You know what? I think coming into the season, a lot of people are like down on the Giants. They stink and all that. Listen, I don't think they're going to be that bad.
Okay.
They're going to be a much better team than we've seen the last couple of years. I think you got a little bit more stability, obviously, at quarterback. That's going to help them. And I think eventually we're going to see Jackson Dart start. He'll be in eventually, not right away. Russell Wilson's obviously starting. But I think they're a much better team. Defensively, they're better. Offensively, they're going to be a little bit better. So, but saying all that, I still think Washington wins by a decent amount. And I don't know if the Giants are going to win a lot of games this year, but you know what? They're going to be a lot better than what they've been. But they just have, I think they have the hardest schedule in the NFL. Their strength of schedule is like the hardest. So I don't expect them to win a lot of games, but I think they're going to be in a lot of games. They're going to play a lot better. But I think Washington wins by a decent amount. Joe's got the Giants. All right. He's looking for an upset.
All right. Well, I hate to upset you, Joe, but I think the Commanders are going to take this one. And you know what? Again, I'm excited for this one too. It's that young versus old matchup. It's Russell Wilson versus Jaden Daniels. I mean, Russ, okay, he got Pittsburgh to the playoffs. He limped them through, and nobody can tell me any different. But I mean, again, I think that with the year that Jaden had, again, doing what nobody, and you can't tell me any different, did what nobody thought was possible, getting the Commanders all the way to the NFC Championship game. That easily, Chris, could have been Chiefs Commanders.
Oh yeah.
That's why I said at the beginning of the year, when I picked my sleeper team, I picked the Commanders. Can they repeat? Can they do that? Can they do this again?
Yeah.
This game, absolutely. I think they get a win here. The rest of the season, though, remains to be seen.
Yeah, no, I agree. They have enough talent there to make a run this year, but it's like, can Jaden Daniels, back up last year and actually get even better? Mm-hmm. That's the thing. I mean, because he was so good last year, it's almost like you're expecting him to almost take a step back.
Yeah.
But, and we see that a lot with second-year quarterbacks, right? We see, their second year, they usually take a step back, and then the third year they go back up, right? So, but still, I think Washington wins this game, and I still think they're a playoff team. I just don't know, I don't know, because Detroit's going to be better as long as they stay healthy this year, right? So, yeah, but I agree. Yeah. Washington could be that team, man. That's one of the teams that's in the mix.
Could be.
For sure.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I think we've reached the absolute just give your pick game.
It's this one?
I think so. Yeah, I'm going with Jacksonville. I gotta take Trevor Lawrence over whoever I don't even know who Carolina has at quarterback. Help me out here, Chris.
Well, they got Bryce Young. He's a former number 1 overall pick, right, from Alabama.
Yeah,
he showed improvement last year. Like it was like last year, you kind of started saying, "Oh, okay, maybe he's starting to be that guy, right? The number 1 overall pick. Maybe he's starting to be, that franchise guy." I just don't know. Is it? I don't know. But then again, I look at Jacksonville. I feel the same way about Trevor Lawrence, right?
Yeah,
and this is like year 4 or 5. He's on his 3rd coach. It's like we're waiting for him to do something, and he's just, inconsistent every year. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. These are 2 guys that, like you said, have showed flashes, and that's about all they've showed is flashes. Again,
I'm with you with Jacksonville. I guess I don't feel good about either team.
No.
Until we see, like we were talking about earlier, about New England. Like until we see what these guys could do, because Jacksonville's got a new head coach, so they got a new system. So maybe this is the guy that gets more out of Trevor Lawrence, that gets him to play more consistent, right? Better consistent.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe Bryce Young takes that next step. I don't know. But until we see it, I guess I'm going to go Jacksonville. They're home. I think they're the better team by a little. So I'll take Jacksonville.
Right. I got to agree with you. Yeah, and I see that comment there. Young is a former Heisman Trophy winner.
Yes,
yeah, but so is Lamar Jackson.
And he's a former number 1 overall pick too.
Right. Exactly. Like that argument kind of doesn't hold any water because, you got a guy who's a 2-time league MVP who can't make a Super Bowl. And gosh, I'm talking crazy about my quarterback right now, but but it's the truth, man. It's like the accolades are great, but everybody wants the ring. The ring is the prize. So, all right, moving on. Denver versus Tennessee. Again, I think this was another easy choice, Chris. I'll let you.
Yeah, listen, the Titans, they got Cam Ward, right? He's the number 1 overall pick. We're just talking about with Bryce Young. He's the number 1 overall pick. And you couldn't have picked not much of a worser opening game for him, because Denver's a tough place to play without them being that good.
Yeah.
But they're a really good team, and they got one of the best defenses in the whole league.
Sure.
So they're going to attack this guy. I feel bad that this is Cam Ward's first game, but this is not a great spot for him. No. Yeah, I got Denver winning big in this one.
Absolutely. The environment plays a factor with the elevation, the crowd, that defense.
So loud. I've been there. I've been to a few games there, and it is so loud there. It's one of the loudest places you'll play in.
And I mean, look, I'll tell you right now, if somehow, some way, some grace of God, Cam Ward ends up pulling off a miracle, what better test for a rookie QB? I think that would probably be game of the week if they managed to pull off the win. But
that would be
huge if huge.
It would be the biggest upset of the week for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
But I don't see it happen.
Next up, we got Seattle versus San Francisco. I think that San Francisco just has too many bugs at wide receiver right now. They're hurting at the moment. I purely picked Seattle because of that reason. I think if San Francisco was 100%, I would have had no problem giving this game to San Francisco. Right now, I think they got too many question marks. I got to go with Seattle.
Yeah, I'm with you. San Fran, like you said, they're banged up at receiver. They're banged up in everywhere, really. Defensively, they lost a lot of guys. Robert Saleh's the defensive coordinator again there, returning after his few years with the Jets. Yeah, I just think the part that questions me with Seattle is what version of Sam Darnold is Seattle gonna get? Right. Are they gonna get last year's Sam Darnold, where he played pretty good with Minnesota?
Great.
Or the guy that was Sam Darnold before he got to Minnesota, right? So that's a big difference. But yeah, I'm with you. I think especially playing at home, that's another tough place to play.
Yes.
I'll go with Seattle for now. We'll see after this week what San Fran looks like and what Sam Darnold looks like.
Right.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm with you, Seattle.
Big game now, Chris. Green Bay Packers, as we talked about top of the show, just acquired Micah Parsons. Although, like we said, Micah is questionable to play week 1 versus the Detroit Lions. I had a tough time picking this game. The only reason why I picked Detroit, and I did pick Detroit, was because most of their guys should be coming back healthy. Their absolute bug last year was all those injuries. We already said a million times, if it weren't for all those injuries, it could have easily been Kansas City and Detroit in the Super Bowl.
I think everybody was looking for that one too.
Yes, I agree 100%.
They were not happy with Philly in the Super Bowl.
I would, well, okay. But so I picked, like I said, I picked Detroit because they're getting a lot of their guys back healthy. Now the only thing that I didn't factor in was that this game is in Green Bay, but we saw what that defense was when they were healthy. I think it's going to be enough to carry them through this game. And because of that, I'm taking Detroit.
Yeah, I'm with you with Detroit too. The only thing that makes me question Detroit a little bit is, you know what? They got 2 new coordinators, right?
Yeah.
New offensive coordinator. He went to Chicago to be the head coach. The Detroit DC is obviously the Jets head coach. So you got 2 new coordinators there. But, man, there is so much talent on Detroit. When you look at them, especially offensively.
Yes.
Like, we could be the offensive coordinator there, and they would be fine. So they obviously got an experienced OC, so they'll be fine. And I think their defense is going to be good too. I think they win it. It's going to be a close game because Green Bay, whether Parsons plays or not, they're still a really good team. So, but sure. Yeah, I like Detroit. And Green Bay lost to Detroit twice last year too. So
That's right.
Throw that out there.
All righty. Next game coming up, we got the Los Angeles Rams versus the Houston Texans. What do you think, Chris?
Man, this is going to be a really good game to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, these are 2 really good teams. Houston, man, they got a good defense. Their offense, obviously. Man, this is going to be a really good team. The Rams, and I'm going to go with Houston only because of Stafford. You know, he missed most of the preseason. I think he missed every preseason game. He didn't play at all. Yeah. He just came back like last week. So I think he's going to be a little rusty to start this season. And I think that gives Houston the edge. If he was fully healthy and all that, and he played all during the preseason, I might go with the Rams. But you know what? I think I'm going to go with Houston in this game just because of they're ready. You know what I mean? The Rams, I think they might take a week or 2 because of Stafford not playing. You know, that rust might show with them. So I'm going to go with Houston here.
Okay, so I am going the opposite. I'm going to take the Rams. And the reason why I'm taking the Rams is because they are at home. It's going to be a tough place to play. And CJ Stroud, man, he's another one. He's another one who feels like he's ready to win. He's very, very close. But I have noticed, and maybe, some people out in our audience can agree with me, if you rattle CJ, that offense falls apart. And we've seen it time after time after time. They are on the cusp of doing wonderful things in Houston, but the second that CJ Stroud gets rattled, it all goes down the drain. So big test for CJ. Again, Los Angeles, tough place to play. If they can rattle CJ, I'm giving it to Los Angeles.
And that might happen. Rams are really good. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just picking the Houston just because of that. I think Stafford's a little rusty coming into the game, because he didn't play, he didn't really practice. So that's the only reason why I'm giving Houston. But I like Houston a lot though this year. They're a really good team. But I think what you're saying is 100% correct. If they could get to them, then it becomes a totally different game, without a doubt.
Absolutely. Okay. Before I mention this next pick, hold on. I should have been professional. I should have been more prepared. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
And we're back.
Okay. That was good.
Okay. So the next game. Oh man.
Sunday night, right?
Sunday night, prime time, under the lights, back where hearts in Baltimore got broken.
Last year.
The Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills.
There you go.
I am a Ravens and a Bills fan. And while I have said I like Josh Allen, and I do, I want to make that clear. It stung. It stung really, really bad. Everybody has sat here and has said that all eyes are going to be on the quarterbacks, the Lamar Jacksons, the Joe Burrows, the Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes, the Jalen Hurts. There is one person that we are forgetting about who is going to want redemption more than any player in the NFL, and that is Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is going to want redemption. And you hear it all the time in the pressers, how they ask, do you still think about that game? Do you still feel the weight of it? And guys, most of the time are like, no, that the game was in the past. I can't focus on that. Bullshit. I'm not trying to hear it. There's no way that a game like that doesn't keep you up at night.
Yep.
Because you were that close. This was a game that was hard to pick, but because of the implications here, Baltimore has got to go into it with absolute revenge on the brain. And I would like to think that that's the attitude they're walking into this game. Like Buffalo is just playing. I mean, if you can take this analogy, Buffalo is just playing defense, right? They're at home. They're comfortable. They're cushy. They got that wild ass Bills Mafia behind them, right?
Yep.
Baltimore's got everything to prove. You start this season off doing what you should have done last year and let that momentum carry you. Look out, boy. I'm taking the Ravens.
Yeah. Listen, we talked about it before jumping on the show. Listen, Baltimore to me has the best team in the AFC this year. But we've seen them get stopped in the playoffs, right?
Yes.
This is the regular season. I think to me, they're the better team out of these two. And Buffalo's really good too.
Really good.
I'm not saying they're not.
Right.
But I like the Ravens in this game, man. I really do. Like you said, that's a part of it, the revenge part of it, but also the like there's that monkey on their back. It
Both
gets
of them.
bigger. Like Lamar's is like this big now,
Yeah.
right? Because he's got the he's a two-time MVP.
Mhm.
You know, he's been on a winning team. He's been in the playoffs, but it's like, what have you done in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
That's what the big question mark with him is. So he's got to prove that wrong. And he's going to hear that all year.
All year.
And then it gets loud in the playoffs. So but I just think Baltimore, I think Baltimore wins it for sure. Not for sure, but close game.
Close. I would say
Game, but yeah, Ravens. I think the Ravens win like a 27-24 game, maybe
Mm.
a late field goal. Hey, we're gonna see if the rookie, right, that the Ravens got. Let's see how good this kicker is. We're gonna find out pretty quick because it's gonna be a close game, most likely. So might come down to his leg.
Absolutely. I mean, and trust me, I want the Bills to lose. Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard, Joe. It's hard. Like, like I said, I think that a player who's, again, absolutely going to be under the microscope, even maybe more than Lamar, is going to be Mark Andrews, because I feel like every dropped pass, every little misstep, I can tell you with utmost certainty, us Baltimore fans, man, we're unrelentless sometimes, bro, and it's sad. It's sad to see, but I really think that if anybody wants to have the game of games, it's going to be Mark.
Yep.
So, yeah,
I'm with you. Yeah, I 100% agree, man. He wants to, he probably feels the pressure. He probably feels that he let the team down, right? So I think he is going to have a big game. I think he's going to have a big season too.
Yeah, so here's something, Chris. I'm curious. Don't know if we no, I know we haven't. What am I talking about? I know we have never asked this question before. So who do you think scores the first touchdown for that game on the Ravens? Do you think it's Derrick Henry or Mark Andrews?
Man, if I had to pick one of the two, I'm going to think they're going to try to get Andrews
involved.
A touchdown.
Okay.
Just to kind of get it out of the way. Not get it, you know what I'm saying? To kind of be like, all right, you could breathe now. We're good. We're still the same team. We're still, we're still the Ravens. We're good. Don't worry. That's what I think. Yeah. If I had to pick out of just those two guys, I would think Andrews, just so they could get, get that confidence going.
Yeah.
For him, because listen, Derrick Henry didn't do anything wrong. They just didn't use him enough. So it wasn't his fault. You know what I mean? So, but I could see them going to Andrews a lot, because it's not just the game, the next game after they lost it, but it's also in the same place where they lost it.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's gonna feel that.
Bills lose
at home. That's Rob commenting. Yeah, I agree. And he's going with Andrews as well. Yeah, I think so. Just because there's demons in that field now. You know, what I mean? You want to exercise those demons, get him a touchdown, and just keep rolling.
Right. Absolutely. I agree. The name of the game is going to have to be step on the gas and don't let go.
Yeah.
So moving on,
because the Bills could come back, right?
Yeah.
Josh Allen, he could turn into Superman like he does, and just freaking does it himself, and boom, you're going to be like, oh, we had this game,
Oh yeah.
But Superman showed up, So
all right. Last but not least,
Monday night.
Minnesota versus the Chicago Bears. Now I made my pick, so people are probably like, all right, he made the pick. Why is he stalling? Again, this it's for dramatic effect. This is right. This is another one of those games that I found kind of hard to pick, and I want to see if you agree. I've heard nothing but good things about Chicago, especially during the preseason. They are at home, which again, that's another one of those tough places to play. Chicago is always a tough environment.
Yep.
But for some reason, I think that Chicago is in the rose-colored glasses stage. Okay, like I think once the season starts, those glasses are going to come off. I don't think it's going to be same old Bears, but I'm definitely going with the Vikings here. I think this first game of the season, I think the Vikings are going to take it. I think Chicago has a lot to prove. Like I said, preseason is great. Had a wonderful preseason, but now the pressure is on. I'm going to go with Minnesota.
Yeah, I went with the Bears, and I'll explain why. With the Vikings, they got the new quarterback, right? JJ McCarthy. He was out all last season. I don't know how he's going to do in the NFL. I rooted for him in college when he was with Michigan. Love Michigan. I just don't know what he's going to do. I have not seen him play in the pros, so I don't know how he's going to look. I just don't know what Minnesota is going to be. They could be really good again.
Yeah.
Or they could look like a team with a rookie quarterback that's not exactly ready, right? So I don't know. Right. The Bears should get better. You know, Caleb Williams has a competent offensive guy now with him, right? Ben Johnson from Detroit. We've seen what Detroit did with him running the show, you know, with the offense. And I think the Bears are going to be better. And they got enough talent, man. There's talent there. It's not like Caleb's got to do it on his own. I mean, he's got some really good weapons on the outside. He's got 2 really good tight ends now. He's got a good running back. Defense is solid. They got a chance to be good. I don't know if they're going to be that good, but I'm going to say at home, the Bears win. Close game, but they'll win.
Okay. All right. So that is our picks for week 1. Just real quick, curious, any of these games, really fast, what games do you think are going to be blowouts? What games do you think are going to be close, Chris?
I think the blowout, I think we mentioned, I think definitely Tennessee, Denver, could see that one getting out of hand.
Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Yeah. Cincinnati, Cleveland's another one. Maybe Arizona and New Orleans, that could get out of hand too.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe, I don't think, maybe Philly. Because you know what? Philly would do that against Dallas. They'll run up the score against Dallas.
I think so too.
Because Dallas would do that to Philly in a heartbeat. And Philly knows that. Trust me. That's one rivalry that is alive and kicking. Trust me. That's one of the best rivalries in the game. And it's one of the ugliest too at times. So I could see Philly running the score up there. So I'm going to go with those as my blowouts. And there's a lot of good games to pick from, you know, like Chiefs LA is going to be really good. I think the Houston Rams game is going to be really good. Detroit Green Bay is going to be good. Ravens Buffalo is going to be good. Vikings Bears is going to be good. So there's going to be a lot of good ones.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, well, I mean, yeah, no, I totally agree with you on Philly versus Dallas. I see them absolutely running the score up on them. Another blowout, like we said, definitely Arizona, New Orleans. Let's see, Denver, Tennessee.
Yeah.
I don't know about a blowout. I think it's going to be ugly, but Jacksonville, Carolina. Yeah, so that would be it for me. But again, we'll see. Any given Sunday, we're in it now. We're on the road, so
we know that happens.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday is the best way to say it and it's going to happen. Week 1 is when that happens. It's usually the early in the season, right? Week 1, week 2, sometimes. So if there's a chance for an upset, it's this week. So don't be shocked if one of these teams that we're talking about is going to get blown out, comes out with a winner somehow, you know? So we'll see. Remember, that's our picks, FCF picks, password first down. Sign up. You got till Thursday, obviously. You know, just join. It's free. We're just having fun. Don't worry about it. No one's gonna talk garbage against anybody else. We're just doing it for fun. It's just picks. It's just football picks. So hopefully you guys join. Be awesome. The more the merrier. That's how I look at it.
Absolutely.
But can't wait, man.
Yeah.
Week 1.
All right. Well, that's our show, guys. The very next time we see you, that will be different. And we'll be talking about the fallout from week 1. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you haven't already, do me a quick favor. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button. Make sure if you do, hit that bell, turn on all post notifications so that you never miss anything that Flight Club does. Now, get out there and remember rule 1, talk about Flight Club. For Flight Club Football, I have been your host, TBK, alongside Chris. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Later.